Happy Monday. I hope you had a good long weekend and you got some rest and you're ready to go for this week. You've got all your work done from last week. You've gotten it submitted or you're working on submitting it today, and it is a brand new week with brand new lessons and a brand new read aloud book that I'm so excited for y'all to hear. But first of all, let's start with our math. My meme today is this cute little kitty seeing an invisible measuring tape or maybe an invisible measuring ruler or something. I just thought it was funny, made me laugh. All right, today we're going to be working through some problems, and I want you to follow along as much as you can. What I do, you can do, especially on the first one. It should be pretty much a review of what you've already done on Zearn or what you're going to do on Zearn. So I'm going to go through them pretty quickly. So if you can't keep up, it's okay. I want you to really focus and listen to the second problem that I do because it is different than other problems that we have done before together. So let's get a move on. Say it with me. I can solve two-digit addition and subtraction word problems involving length by using tape diagrams and writing equations to represent the problem. That's a super long way of saying that basically we're going to solve problems together. And when we solve problems, it is helpful if we draw a picture as we are figuring it out. So today we're using our problem solving strategies. Maybe that's a tape diagram, maybe that's a drawing or a number bond, but we are going to use those strategies to help us figure out the answers to these real life word problems. All right, let's go. First one is Mr. Ramos has knitted 19 inches of a scarf he wants to be 1 yard long. How many more inches of scarf does he need to knit? So he's making this scarf, like the one that he's wearing over here. He's making this scarf, and he wants it to be 1 yard long. But he has knitted 19 inches. So if I know that he's knitted that much and he wants it to be 1 yard long, I'm going to draw a picture that shows the problem, starting with a yardstick. You can either draw a big long rectangle. I found an actual picture of a yardstick online, and you can see how long it is here. I'm also going to draw a big long rectangle showing how much he has knitted so far. He's only knitted 19 inches. And so that is not a full yard long. Does anybody know how many inches are in 1 yard? It is 36 inches. So I went ahead and I wrote that on top of that line, but so that I can remember that is 1 yard, which equals 36 inches. Down here on the bottom, I'm going to label it. How many inches am I going to put on my second line or on my scarf? How many inches is it? How long? Yes, 19 inches. So we know the scarf is 19 inches. We know 1 yard is 36 inches, but the question is what? The question is how many more inches of scarf does he need to knit? I know that I can set up a problem. I can set it up saying, I need to figure out this missing part. I need to figure out this missing part. And when I have a missing part, whenever I go like this and I have a missing part, I always know that I'm going to subtract. So that's why I have it set up 36 minus 19 equals question mark. That is my missing part. If I go again, I know it would be easier for me to figure out 37 minus 20 than it is for me to figure out 36 minus 19 because I can take one, I can add one on here, but if I add one on over here, I have to make sure I add over here. So on both sides, I'm going to do a +1. And on this side, I'm going to do a +1. So this is easier to do in my head because all I need to do is 37 plus 2 tens, which is, or 37 minus 2 tens. We're taking away 37 minus 20 is 17. I always in problem solving, I need to write a sentence at the end. And so if I write my sentence, it says he needs 17 more inches. What does he need 17 more inches for? He needs 17 more inches to make his scarf 1 yard long. All right. Moving on. Remember I said the second one is going to be a little different than ones that you've worked on, so I want to make sure that you're focused in and you're listening and following along with me. I'm going to read it out loud first. The total length of all 3 sides of a triangle is 96 feet. The triangle has two sides that are the same length. One of the equal sides measures 40 feet. What is the length of the side that is not equal? If I'm going to do a drawing, if I'm going to create some sort of drawing, what am I probably going to draw first? Exactly, I'm going to need to draw that triangle, right? So if I draw that triangle, I've got two equal sides, two sides that are the same exact length, and one side that is itty bitty, it's a little bit shorter. It is not the same length. Do you see how there's a question mark next to it? So I've started my drawing, but now I need to get labeling. So can I label one of the sides of this? One of the equal sides measures what? One of the equal sides measures 40 feet. So I'm going to be able to label it 40 feet on one side and probably also what? 40 feet on the other side, because they are two equal sides. They have the same exact length. Good work. So, how would I figure out this length that's missing? How would I figure that out? Anybody know? Well, I know that all of this all together equals what? All of the sides equal 96. So that's super important to know, because that means all of this is going to equal 96. What problem-solving strategy could I use to show this? Yeah, I could use a number bond. At least that's what I think would be the easiest thing for me to do here, because I have my whole, which is my 96, and I have my three parts. Oh, I did that wrong. Nix that. What are my three parts? Help me. What are my three parts? 40, question mark. And what is this one supposed to be? Good job. Thanks for correcting me. See, I need y'all. This is also 40, because I have this is 96, which is our whole. I have this, which is 40, this, which is 40, and then we have that missing part. So what do I need to do first to figure out this missing part? What do I need to do first? I need to add these two together, right? Because I need to see what these two sides equal to see how many feet are left over. So 40 plus 40 is 80, because we know 4 tenths plus 4 tenths is 8 tenths. That's a doubles fact. That's an easy fact. But now what do I do with 80? Well, with 80, I'm going to take away 80 from 96 to see what leftover feet that I have, right? Because if 80 is taking up both of these sides, then I need this one side I still don't know. So I'm going to do 96 minus 80. 96 minus 80. I bet you can do that in your head. Going 6 minus 0 is 9 minus 8 is. So my answer is 16. Before I tell you my sentence, I want you to think in your head or say out loud, what would be my sentence with my words to say the answer to this problem? I could say, the side that is not equal is 16 feet long. Do you know this is fancy schmancy geometry that you guys are going to be doing when you get older and older and older? Maybe some of your bigger sisters, bigger brothers, bigger cousins are doing this kind of work, and you can show it off to them. Say, I figured out the sides of a triangle. It's pretty sweet. All right, let's keep moving. Now that we've finished our little examples, I want to tell you to get to work on your exit ticket if you have not completed it already. This will be a good time while it's still fresh in your brain. You can go ahead and get it done, and you could show your work using a tape diagram. Use a symbol for the unknown, which is probably like a question mark or I don't know. You could write IDK. You just create your own symbol for the unknown and figure out the length that is missing. All right, good luck, guys. Have a good one.